Welcome back to my channel. This is Alan Moore here. This is one mic and one take. Nice new microphone over here. I hope to do this all in one take without screwing it up. Okay guys, you're all doing fantastic, having a good weekend. First and foremost, make sure you guys are okay. Today guys, I've got 6 fragrances here. Now from the title it says, how do you choose 6 fragrances? Now, obviously, I'm trying to hit the algorithms, if I'm being honest, on YouTube, because this is one of the sentences that I tend to gravitate towards. But I thought about it and I thought, well, if I click onto this, it's because I've got 6 fragrances from my collection that I can advise you to buy, okay, by choosing these. So I've chose these before on your behalf, and I can give you these now. And my take on how these sweet fragrances will work in the next coming months. Okay, so let's go with the first one. And it's well known in the community, guys. This is one of the best date night fragrances, guys, ever. You know, please, Armani, don't touch it. Leave it, don't discontinue it, don't reformulate it, just leave it as it is. It's perfect. This is a 10 out of 10 fragrance, guys. No messing about. This, oh, chestnuts, it's got like the bare fire, like a log fire. And it's got like these like chestnuts, and it's got like, oh, it's got vanilla in here. I think, or she's got like a sweetness like vanilla or something. I'm smelling. I'll check my nose to me just to see whether my nose is getting better trained. And that's why it smells at first spray. It's beautiful scent. This is. Can't speak highly enough about this. Fantastic. And the sweetness just cuts through the air and the cold weather with this. You'd really rock this gun this winter, guys. I would urge you. Save your money, spend the money, well, we waste the money. You'll love it. You'll be thanking me in my comments box saying this is a fantastic fragrance. Okay, so I'll get that the first one, what your thoughts of, guys. Let me get some information on this one. In Amber Fougere, 2019 it was released. Top notes of pink pepper, juniper and violet. So, now here we go, the sweetness, guys. This is where the sweetness comes in the mid. You've got toffee, cinnamon, lavender, sage. You've got the toffee and the cinnamon. That's gives some of its sweetness. In the base, you have got vanilla. You've got tonka beans and amber. So I could smell like vanilla in there, and that's what I could smell. So that's one of the what it smells so nice. And they always say it reminds you of a fragrance by Mason Margiela by the fireplace, and that's supposed to be like roasted chestnuts by a fireplace. You can smell the burning fire. That's very similar. Gives a similar vibe off. It's really nice. Top notch, guys. Okay, the second one is this one here. And it's by Jean Paul Gaultier. It was one of my latest pickups. It's Candle Pour On for Men. Nice crown there. I mean, that, right, is quite heavy. You can hear how easy it's on the table here. Right? And you can understand this is why sometimes the expense just for that one crown, and then producing mass bottles of this stuff is not plastic. And so they put some thought into this, and they give you a quality bottle with a crown that clicks onto place. Got the name of the fragrance there. It's lovely and sweet, this as well. Again, a nice, sweet, alluring look. It invites you in this kind of fragrance, so it's really good. And it's got all your stuff on the bottom there, guys. So let's give a bit of information about this one. Jean Paul Gaultier has got to be one of my favourite fragrances. They do some cracking fragrances. They might not last all day, but they do some nice fragrances. And this isn't no exception. That was released in 2021. Right, in amber woody. In the top, you've got clary sage, mandarin orange. In the mid, you've got caramel. That's where all that sweetness comes from, and the tonka beans. And in the base, guys, you've got vetiver. So, and this is 2 fragrances there. We'd knock your socks off when you smell them. If you're looking for some nice sweet fragrances, I am a sweet fragrance person. I love sweet fragrances. I'm planning on buying some more, but before now and Christmas at the end of the year. So I'm spending a lot of my money on a lot of sweet fragrances before now the end of the year. I do enjoy them that much. So let's move on to this next one, and going back to the house of Jean Paul Gaultier again. And My wife came in here not so long back before I started shooting this video. And it's this one here, the Ultra Male. Alright, it's a fantastic fragrance, I love it. Because, yeah, I mean, I know some people say it's like juvenile, guys, but I suppose it brings the kid out in me because I absolutely love it. You know, it smells fantastic and I can't be without this. And now my wife, I told her, I said, sometimes women wear it. Oh, really? That's what she says. And so, she shouldn't have really told me that, I says. So I would expect my bottle to start going down pretty quick. I'll have to buy another one. Okay, so she likes that one as well, which is important. You know, it's nice because she likes them as well. Okay, moving on to the next one now. And we've got my most expensive fragrance to date is this one here, Mancera Instant Crush. And again, this one now is the vanilla of the star of the show in this one. And this is based on that famous fragrance, which cost nearly 500 quid in some places. Baccarat Rouge 540. And this is a similar take on it from what they've done. It might not be the same, I can't tell you that, so it's to my price range. But I managed to save up for this one. And they all say it smells like it, but when I first tried it on, I bought it, I couldn't wait to try it on, I had loud reviews about it. And I say it cost me 95 quid and you had all your postage and packaging onto that, you know. So when it came, I thought, where can I wear that? And I was going down a local supermarket. So I thought, this, and I was spraying it all over. I thought, for 95 quid, I hope somebody gives me a compliment with that, you know. And I come back and I ain't got one compliment off it. My wife's not that keen on it, you know, but I like it. It is a very nice fragrance and I will wear the heck out of that in the next coming months, you know. And that's it, but none of these things would start spelling me fragrance. But that is, again, I think a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It is really that good. I've got the Sidak Bose and I'm trying to expand my Mancera collection. Not necessarily all the ones that I'm hyped all over the place. Some of them, look, I'm doing research on something like Winwood. I don't mind trying that, you know, and there's a few more on there I've seen that I won't mind trying. I think one was like a cherry one, something to do with cherry. I do like the note of cherry, so I won't mind trying that. But again, if it's too feminine, it might put me off. We'll have a look. We'll test, see if we can get a tester on it. Okay, moving on to the next one now, guys. Now let me just gear the notes on this one before I finish. Go to the next one. It was released in 2019. It's an amber floral, guys, so that's where the floral notes going. Makes it unisex. You've got top notes, saffron, ginger and mandarin and bergamot. In the mid, you've got amberwood, rose, patchouli and jasmine. In the base, vanilla, white musk, sandalwood and oak moss. So you can see they've got a blend of feminine stuff and masculine stuff and combining it together. You know, it's split down the middle. I will let it read one way or another. Them there or the outside, but it's like evenly balanced. I think they've blended it really well, to be honest. Okay, so the next one is one of my cheap fragrances I bought from a local market, and you can pick this up on eBay as well. You'll get like a body spray with it as well, and it costs £15. And it's this one. It's from the House of Latafa, and it's ragbark. Yeah. And when you got this, and this, you got that like sugar in it and different sweet notes again. It's a really sweet fragrance, cheap as cheap, but it's quite long lasting as well, to be fair. I mean, for a cheap fragrance, you know, it's quite. Now, I couldn't find no notes on this earlier. I was looking, but I missed some of the notes out, so I couldn't really find them. So, all I can tell you, it gives off like a burnt sugar smell, and it's got like some vanilla in it as well, guys. So it is a very sweet fragrance, and for the price, you know, this is where they pick up. This is, even if you just use it in the, you know, month of December and even January, it'll serve you well. You'll smell sweet and different stuff with that on, definitely. Now on to the next one now. It's this one here. Moving all nice now, nice and steady. And my laptop's just gone off. Typical. There we go. Okay, on this one now, this is one U24 Heavers, and it's by Ardell Zaffaran, and it's based on Tom Ford Black Orchid. And so that's got a sweet note because the chocolate note in it, and this one definitely got the chocolate note in it as well. And you can smell that when you spray it on. And I've tried both of their fragrances. I tried the original one, and I've also tried this one, obviously. And you could tell when they made this, it was aimed in that direction. But I would say this is more wearable of a daytime, where the original, the LG, that's like mainly wear of a nighttime fragrance, a bit darker. Do you know what I mean? And it's still got it's very sweet, and obviously the notes are richer. You know, they spent more money on that fragrance. But this is a good alternative if you want to smell something like the Tom Ford Black Orchid. And again, it's quite sweet, so that's why it's in my list. It's a nice looking bottle. I like the black and the gold, and that's got like a rubberized grip on there to pick it up with. And I won't pick it up by the catalogue, guys. It's 2 legs, but you know, it is a nice bottle in my opinion, and I do like the fragrance. And I've got one more as an honourable mention, guys. This is from the house of Rasassi again. I did one on my last video from Rasassi, another one from this is this one. And they've stole the copy of that look from the Mont Blanc fragrances they do. Mont Blanc have got some of their fragrance with this cap, and this company, it looks like they've took that idea off them and stuck it on that shape bottle. The bottle shape's quite nice, but I think they definitely got that off the Mont Blanc fragrances I've seen online. And this is a fantastic fragrance for the price you get for about just over 20 quid a bottle. It's very sweet. It's got like a lot of dried fruits and stuff in this that give it its sweetness. It's not like, you know, some of the others that draw it off like vanilla and toffee and different things like that. This is a different take on that, guy. It's not got that in. But it's still a very sweet fragrance, and it's, you know, won a lot of people over in my experience who I've worked with. People have bought that, you know, time and time again because they've smelled it, told me that's what it is. And when they found out how cheap it was, they've been paying the money over because it was that good. And so at one time I thought I'd ask you about Rasassi if they'd give me shares in the company, you know, how many bottles I've sold for it, you know, because it is that good. So it's another way they pick up for you guys to fill your cabinet with a nice sweet fragrance for this time of year as you approach in the next few months. Okay, so that's it for this video as well, guys. Thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you're enjoying this content when I'm putting it out. I've got one more of the video. If you check the video I just shot before this, it's all about the powder and finishes for autumn fragrances, first, second and third. And what I'm trying to do is to try to give people, you know, the idea of how I've come up with these on Instagram and took it over onto YouTube. And so this is, if you check that one out, you'll see my next 3 fragrances for this video I just released for autumn wear. And I'm going to do one more video next week to finish the 4th episode, and that'll finish that series then. And that'll just showcase some more of my autumn fragrances I haven't showed you. Okay, so that's the idea behind that video, the next couple of videos. And I'm going to do one tomorrow. Try and get one out for you guys tomorrow. I've done a few videos this week, which is unusual because I don't want to do them for the weekend. But the circumstances would change from over the next month or so until there'll be a bit more time to come and shoot videos and stuff. So I'd rather get some practicing and, you know, keep putting content out, looking ways I can bring up. I haven't got loads of fragrance. I've got less than 100. You know what I mean? But it's the way you put the videos together, the way the ideas you come up with that can sell some of these videos. I mean, I've watched countless YouTube videos by top YouTubers, and they always tend to come back to the same fragrances at some stage because these are what people, you know, currently buying and stuff. And sometimes your creativity, like this powder and finish that I'm doing now, I've found a bit of creativity while I was doing it on Instagram, and I'm trying to bring it onto YouTube now because it took off quite well on there. And I had to think about it and put it on my post, and now I'm quite different, if I don't mind me saying, from some of the other people who are posting on Instagram. I like to think I'm a bit more unique. If you check my posts out, you'll see what I'm on about. And even some of my videos on here, I'm looking at one now on my laptop. It's got graffiti all over the front of the thumbnail, and it's got like, I think there's about 6 fragrances there from a collection that I wanted to put forward because I live in like an urban area. It's all working class and stuff. And sometimes you might go past a building that's got graffiti on it, but that becomes part of the area, it becomes part of you because you live there. And these fragrances, I believe they can rock in that kind of environment. So that's why I put it out for. I'm hoping people will see the creativity behind it, and that's what I'm trying to win you guys over for. Something different to what other people are doing. So, thanks for sticking with me. Go and enjoy the rest of your weekend now, and I'll see you on the next video, maybe tomorrow. Okay, all the best. Ta-ra, bye now.